was the winter of 1942. Deep in the Eastern Front, the air was heavy with frost and fear, and the war had reduced brave men to lonely shadows in the snow. Among them was Private James Carter, a young soldier cut off from his unit after a fierce ambush. His breath hung in the icy air as he trudged through the frozen wilderness, desperate for survival. Through the darkness, a faint glimmer of hope appeared. A small cabin hidden among the trees, its light flickering weakly like a dying ember. With his rifle in hand, James approached cautiously, his heart pounding. Inside, what he found was not safety, but an unexpected test of humanity. Slumped against the wall was a wounded enemy soldier, blood staining his uniform. In his trembling hand, he clutched a photograph, a woman and a child frozen in happier times. The man's eyes fluttered open, locking with James's. They were the eyes of a man who, like James, was simply fighting to go home. James faced an impossible choice: help this man, an enemy, or leave him to his fate and continue his search for safety. Every part of his training urged him to turn away, but deep down, another voice, quieter yet stronger, reminded him of the fragile humanity they both shared. James faced an impossible choice: help this man, an enemy, or leave him to his fate and continue his search for safety. Every part of his training urged him to turn away, but deep down, another voice, quieter yet stronger, reminded him of the fragile humanity they both shared. Against all odds, James chose compassion. He knelt beside the soldier, binding the wound as best he could. Yet, as he worked, the distant crunch of approaching boots shattered the fragile silence. Enemy patrols were closing in. James had to decide again: stay and protect the man whose life he'd saved, or escape before it was too late. His choices would define not only his survival, but the legacy of his conscience in a world torn apart by war. In the end, war tests not just our courage, but our humanity. And in the frozen silence of that fateful night, James Carter discovered the kind of man he truly was.